Mr. Reader's Reviews, The Banker of the Poor. We do not go there for sport, neither do we go there for tourism. Even travel agents will not counsel that location. If you go there, it's purely by chance, or it's because your plane strangely lands at Dhaka instead of finishing its direct flight to Nepal. All this has happened to us some time ago. The image that you bring back is not a warm one, and it's not a place. A vast grey, clear and overwhelming, lies before you. If it doesn't rain, it has just rained. If it rains, it will last for a few hours. If it has not rained, it will rain in a minute. Street, square, sky, all is flooded. The walls throw out water. The land mirrors the action. The sky is still swollen with rain. People float. Wet ants, bars, smitten faces settle while you eat at a restaurant. You're an alien. You feel guilty because you eat, and they are watching while you eat. It seems another world, but it is another world. This is Bangladesh, where millions of people live among the poorest on earth. This is the country of Muhammad Yunus, the 2006 Nobel Peace Prize winner, who has written a beautiful book, The Banker of the Poor, for recounting his extraordinary experience. If you do not mind, we'll start from the speech spoken on the occasion of the Nobel interviews, namely the last pages of the book read, "Poverty is a threat to peace. Wealth distribution is very significant. 94% of the world's wealth goes to only 40% of the population, while more than 60% of people live with only 6% of the world's wealth. More than 1 billion people live on less than $1 a day. This is not a precondition for peace. I am convinced that Muhammad Yunus says that peace is threatened by unjust economic subdivisions, by social and political context, by the absence of a stable democracy, by environmental degradation, and by the violation of human rights. To build a stable peace, we must find ways to give people the opportunity to live dignified lives. Muhammad Yunus has managed to find a way, and he has created a virtuous mechanism that can profoundly affect society and the world. Its project is perfectly exportable in all countries. Tell me how to live on less than $1 a day. The preliminary peace talks which Muhammad Yunus held up to this point seem a mirage. This option is not feasible at the present state of affairs, but it's not true. Mr. Reader is not interested to know why such a dramatic situation is approaching collapse. Mr. Reader is anxious that this situation has a positive epilogue as soon as possible. That is why we have literally devoured the book and discovered that Grameen was not made in a day. The road was long and tortuous. The Bank of the Poor is present in most remote villages of Bangladesh, among the clay huts in Tanzania, in the ghettos of Chicago, the poorest islands in the Philippines, in the Lofoten Islands, the Arctic, polar ice, Nepal and Ecuador. This means that the project works and can operate anywhere, significantly lowering the desperation of the outcasts. From the first day, Muhammad Yunus says that our system would have done better without any police or law courts. To recover our debts, we have never used lawyers. In the early days, Grameen was like a big family. In 1997, after 2 decades of its life, it has reached more than 12,000 visitors a week, and at home 2,200,000 customers. The monthly amount of their total credit exceeds the $365 million. Among the lies circulating on behalf of our bank, continues Yunus, there are the most common. Grameen converts to Christianity. They steal homes along with everything you have. They hide a tour of illegal slave trafficking. They kidnap the customers, and no one ever sees them again. They want to run away with your money. It is all a Western conspiracy. Women, says Yunus, are still our best allies. At the Arctic Circle, for example, for the first time, women were able to qualify for a loan. Before, those women did not have any possibility of exercising their talent. I would like to add that Muhammad Yunus predicted that in 2050 the world would finally leave behind poverty, and there will no longer be any human being who can be described as poor. By Mr. Reader.